All right, today we're going to be going over and reviewing the Graco GX19 Finish Pro Airless Sprayer. This sprayer is designed specifically and targeted towards those who are doing wood finishing, who want a fine finish type sprayer that is easily portable and is good for smaller quantities of spraying. So your on-site cabinet work or even in-shop cabinet work. As you see here, the unit's a little different than a common airless sprayer. So we have a bucket hopper. It's a 1.5 gallon hopper that's able to be disconnected, which can help with easier cleanup. Comes with 25 feet of hose, so you don't have to deal with flushing out a longer hose line that comes standard with a little bit of a larger sprayer like a 395 or up. And it also is only 3,000 psi, so it won't necessarily do as well with thicker coatings. So up to a little thinner or up to a maximum of a latex style paint, it can do okay, but it's specifically targeted to work best with wood finishing type coatings. So your lacquers, your pigmented coatings for paint for wood, and the similar. So we'll be using Pro Classic Sherwin-Williams paint in this particular video to show you that and how it will function here. Pro Classic's a finish that many will use for cabinetry and similar work. So we'll go ahead and fire up the unit. As I mentioned, the hopper is kind of convenient. It's easy. You just can go ahead and fill it up and get working. I'm going to put a little bit in. You got an on-off switch on the unit, and then you have the easy ability to use the dump valve, which is in my hand. As you see here, we'll have that open, and at that point I can turn it on and begin going ahead and circulating paint through the fluid side. All right, pump is primed. Go ahead and get the unit itself ready to work. Okay. Comes with standard with the gun with the fine finish tip. For those that haven't used fine finish, they give you better atomization than a standard airless tip. So if you're looking for that very smooth finish that you usually want to achieve with wood finishing, it comes standard with that, so it's ready to go. So I'll go ahead and move this up to pressurize the unit. As comes standard on it, you're going to have a tip, a little bit of a smaller tip, so it's about a 4-inch pattern. And it's a 10 thousandths tip specifically designed for cabinets. So for a small pattern, quick work. This is a medium viscosity material. You can see here I get a very smooth finish, breaks up the paint well. Unit's a little more cost efficient compared to a traditional airless. It's about $789 for this unit. You're gonna bump up closer to $900 to $1,000 for a small 0.54 GPM airless sprayer, but you could use that kind of sprayer as well, a little more effectively for your latexes and thicker coatings. So if you're strictly doing wood finishing, this would be a great route to go because of the cost efficient standpoint, and that it does do well, and the hopper for smaller jobs. But for versatility, I would look at like a 395 Graco or something similar, so that you kind of have a variety of what you can get done. We'll go ahead and show you what Teardown and Clean Up looks like as well. A couple other things about the pump before we clean it up. It's a 38 thousandths GPM pump, 0.38 GPM per minute pump, which means it can take up to about a 17 thousandths, maybe a 19 thousandths tip. Because it's 3,000 pounds, as you creep up to those higher tips, depending on your material thickness, much above a latex is going to start to struggle to break it. 3,300 give you a little more working pressure, which you get standard with the 395 series or up on the electric airless. This is a 17 thousandths tip, and we switched over to a latex thickness material. It still works well with this, so you can use this for a standard airless. It doesn't come with a standard airless tip, but you could always add that. If I were going to select a unit and wanted to do airless spraying on walls, I would be jumping up to a 395 or higher unit, a Graco 395 or higher, because you're going to get a higher GPM, so about a 0.54 GPM or a 0.5 GPM, depending which model, in the series, but that would give you a little extra tip room up to about a 21, maybe a 23 thousandths, get you a wider pattern and a little bit more production. This is going to limit to about a 17. But just to show, so you can see it'll work with the standard airless, and again, you can always use the fine finish if you were wanting to do that. Beyond that, I won't be able to get a breakup, and my pump will be working too hard. So up to the latex you can handle with this. Clean up with it's pretty easy. You have the hopper you can empty out back into your bucket, and then you just run water through. It does have a dump valve, as we showed you earlier, but you can just dump the bucket right back into the container, which is an easy thing to do, and you're good to go after you put some water through the system. So that's the Graco Finish Pro GX19. If you have questions on it, let us know. And it's a great unit for the price, great for wood finishers especially. Would be kind of the one of the top reasons to use this unit. And thank you for watching.